Hello, beautiful souls. This is an individual reading for someone that I will be sending this video to, but if it resonates for you, then take it. I do have 3 cards that I already flipped out, but I accidentally deleted the video when I was trying to do some edits, so I'm going to recap what these 3 cards were and then continue with the read. Okay, so the first card that came out was the Knight of Swords here, and I was saying that I feel like this was the confirmation of some sort of runner in your life. I feel like there was some sort of loss of connection or relationship with someone in your life, probably a romantic partner just from the energy that I'm already picking up on, but it wasn't confirmed yet in the cards that this was a romantic person or partner, so don't force it to fit that. If it's not, take it as it resonates for the individual I'm sending this to or anyone in the collective, but I feel like this is a past romantic thing. Then the Tower card came out, and I was saying how I feel like this was the, relationship crashing down. The nursery rhyme, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. That came through, and I felt like that was you, like Humpty Dumpty falling off the wall, the heartbreak, the relationship crashing down, and then the putting yourself back together again. I started hearing that song, I'm still standing better than I ever did. I'm looking like a true survivor. I'm feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know that song? And then I just started hearing the song, I will survive. At first I was afraid. I was petrified. Thinking I could never live without you by my side. Yeah, so I feel like this is song confirmations coming through that it probably was a romantic connection, but came through, crashing down, allowing yourself to pick yourself up, put yourself back together, kiss all the wounds that need tending to, and allow yourself to love yourself back to wholeness. The Magician card came out, and I feel like this is just confirmation of your strength, that you are putting yourself and the pieces back together again of your life, I'm hearing your love for yourself, and also your love for life, so take that as it resonates. I'm hearing there's a lot of cycles of death and rebirth, death and rebirth, death and rebirth. And I'm also hearing allowing yourself to mourn all aspects of either yourself, another person, the relationship, whether that's platonic or romantic, take it as it resonates. Because I'm hearing no person is all good or bad, and we're allowed to miss the good in one while acknowledging how things don't work out, are unhealthy or toxic, are just misaligned, whatever the case may be. Take it as it resonates. 222 on the timer on it. We're going to get a few more cards from this deck before we switch. Yeah, the Hermit and the 8 of Pentacles. I feel like this is really you just allowing yourself to, like I said, pick up the pieces, put you back together again, take time to learn you, get to know you, love you, see you, and really see how much you have in your life, how much you have in your life within yourself, and how much you can create for yourself from the inside out. I feel like this is getting to a big place of like contentment, peace, and satisfaction with who you are as a person. And I feel like this is just a really, really deep, important phase in your life where, again, one thing I did forget to mention about the first time this card came out is the fact that yes, although things came crashing down, this new death in your life came with a lot of epiphanies, a lot of personal power, a lot of self-realization about who you are, a true magician, a true powerful being with so many options and opportunities in your life to better yourself internally and externally. I'm going to switch decks to the In the Shadows Oracle deck. And we're going to see what it is that I'm hearing to say your inner critic wants you to know. I'm going to reshuffle that because 3 cards came out. What does your inner critic want you to know? What does your inner critic want you to know? Oh, a bunch of cards keep wanting to come out. What does your inner critic want you to know? Only 2 came out that time, so I'm going to take it. I never used to look at you that way, and I don't know what to say. I feel like, honestly, I'm getting this energy of like a person who in childhood you might not, even if you we all judge ourselves at times, but I feel like it wasn't as bad as it is now, but I feel like you might not have even ever imagined yourself to be someone who thinks about what others think as much as you do. Especially if you intentionally try to be a person who doesn't think about what others think about you more than what you think about you, you might be realizing how much you actually do think about what others think about you more than what you think about you. And especially if those old thoughts that you used to think about you or do think about you came from other people, especially those people in close relationships to us, when those are negative things that we tend to think about ourselves, whether those were because people directly said negative things about us or, just circumstance made us think or feel feel certain things about us. Other people's projections made us think certain things about ourselves. This is where your inner child really took on a lot of pain, grief, guilt, a lot of weight, 444 on the timer when I say this, to try to, I'm hearing, fix any uncomfortability with anybody feeling any sort of negative way towards you. And there's going to be a lot of yourself learning to say, that's how they feel and see me. That's not how I think and feel and see myself. And that's okay. One of my favorite affirmations, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's all right with me. That's exactly how it's meant to be, you know? I feel like there may have been times where in past, especially romantic and close interpersonal relationships, you may have, I just started seeing somebody like twisting themselves all up, you know, bending over backwards, doing things out of your own comfort zone, your own desires, your own intention for your life, simply to, you know, have connections with people in your life, feel loved, feel seen, feel whole, feel validated. And a lot of the times, and again, with that first video that I posted that you resonated with, when other people come into our life and they are users, not lovers, they are users, not allies, they will tend to see those parts of ourselves, use us for the parts of ourselves that they like, and tear us down for the parts of ourselves that they like, and the parts of ourselves that they don't like at the same time. And so when we're people who 555 on the timer when I say this, we twist ourselves up to feel loved, feel seen, feel safe, feel whole, feel validated. Our version of ourselves that we truly are in our internal world gets so mutilated, to be honest. And so it's really up to you to become your own savior, your own warrior, your own protector, your own nurturer, your own provider in all forms, mind, body, and soul, to the best of your abilities. So that way other people, no matter the circumstance in your life, they can't make your internal world as fucked up as they can try to make your external world. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pause for a second. I got to let my cat. All right, I'm going to get some more cards from the Hidden Truth Oracle and see what needs to be known, what needs to be shown in the highest good. These cards are slippery. I bury myself in work to forget you, and I wish I could share my good news with you. I'm going to pull a few more cards because I'm still not getting a whole lot of a clear message from this. I am getting a clear message from this. I'm just doubting it. I bury myself in work to forget you, and I wish I could share my good news with you. I feel like this is you communicating with yourself, to be honest. I feel like the burying yourself in work is to avoid inner child work, to be honest, because I feel like, especially if this is the loss of close interpersonal relationships or romantic connections, that can be extremely triggering to sit down and do shadow work through. But it can be some of the greatest, you know, revelations. Again, going back to this Tower card, even though things came crashing down, the greatest realizations and epiphanies, giving yourself the greatest healing to prove to yourself how capable you are. And you don't need to be a runner just like other people were runners from you. You can sit with yourself and do the internal healing work so you can actually fucking grow. Oh, yes. Let's see what needs to be known, what needs to be shown. I keep hearing, baby, I was bred different. I was born a different motherfucker, unlike any you will ever fucking see. Sometimes I lay awake thinking about you. I'm afraid to contact you. Okay, I feel like this is confirmation. I feel like somebody, especially if this is like an ex or whatever, they know you're unlike anybody else. They know it. They know it, which is probably why projections of their own limiting beliefs, you know, they had to spew them because they couldn't keep the, what's the word I'm looking for? I keep hearing the word mediocre. Like when people feel mediocre around other people who are trying to grow, whether that's mediocre, mind, body, or soul, or in their pockets, when they're around other people who are trying to grow, mind, body, soul, and in their pockets, it can be difficult to sit with someone who's trying to evolve as a person, feeling stuck in your own limiting beliefs and mindset. So they'll just, like a crab in a pot, trying to bring other people down with you, or down with them. Want to be more than friends. I feel like this energy is coming from a different person. Spirit, I got less than a minute. I want to be more than friends. I know I was a distraction from your pain. We both know I'm not the one for you. I feel like maybe this could be regarding a different person from this person, but it's still not an aligned person, to be honest. So maybe spirit could be trying to bring in a distraction. So maybe you're not distracted using work anymore, but spirit's like, I'm going to distract you using a person, or are you going to keep working on yourself and do your internal work, or are you just going to run from the bullshit by distracting yourself with the attention and validation of somebody else? Take what resonates. Let me know if you need a further part. I'll do one more part for you because you were very patient with me. I'm sorry I didn't get your reading back to you in time. I've been super distracted, but I appreciate your patience and your understanding. Let me know if you have any questions regarding this read. You can always email me or DM me. I'm happy to help with anything. If you have any questions regarding any of my other services, check out my Instagram bio link.